On to album reviews. We're going to start with a small release from a small band in a small country. I think they're small. Bony Macaroni is a self-titled EP. It is their debut EP. They are from the Netherlands, and they are full proper emo-like. I keep hearing weird noises outside. Oh, there's a man. He can do what he likes. Bony Macaroni definitely went to the foster the people school of having really negative, emotional lyrics with the most uplifting sounding music to go along with it. The opening 3 songs of the EP, bear in mind it's only like 5 songs long. There's a huge amount of energy in the songs. They're so musically upbeat and cheerful. But like I said, lyrically, it's just all sad. It's just all emo as shit. Strange that. Their early career, if it hasn't done so already, will be built around the first song on the EP called Piece of Shit. It is a wonderfully, whimsically cynical song about trying to break into the music industry. And it even references. I like the fact they referenced. There was a video that came out a few years ago of a lead singer in a tent catching a beer midair, taking a swig, launching it, and then carrying on singing. I ended up finding that band. It's a band called John Coffey, and they reference it in this song, basically saying how even with like the viral thing that came with this event, and everyone went in to see what John Coffey was, they still split up anyways, and so now he's trying to do, like they're trying to get into that industry. And it's delivered with such a bounce and such a fake sense of optimism that you do believe they can do it. But also, when you listen to what they're saying, you're like, yeah, sure. Are you really sure, though? On Doom, the gang vocals in like the no other way to describe, but the do part, because science. On the chorus, it gives it such a huge poppy feel that could easily contradict, like the scale of their sound that they're going for really early on could really contradict the message in Piece of Shit that they're not going to do it or they might not do it, because little tidbits like that and little vocal hooks like that are what people fucking live for and adore. The energy gets brought down a bit for Strange Feeling, which is much more of a slow burn kind of song. And it's really interesting because you can hear like the hostility in his voice building and building and building as the song progresses. And it's such a turn against the previous songs. So whereas Piece of Shit, France and Doom were all quite like I said, musically upbeat, quite light-hearted, this more goes into like a sonic frustration, and you can hear him like really try and like tear into it towards the end of the song where it fully explodes. And then it ends on this calm, really chilled acoustic ballad called Boney the Philosopher. And I kind of took it as it feels like an after party song where everyone's having the last few drinks, everyone's a little bit sleepy, and they're just having those like really weird, deep talks about literally nothing at all or everything in the universe at the same time. And yeah, you just got that one guy in the corner who's just like going through the motions of the guitar and just really, really calming down the mood. And I think like this EP is a fucking great starting block for what I think are quite a very young band. I've tried to do my research, and they're all quite. I want to say it's quite scarce on social media. It's just they're just a small band. That's it. I know I didn't talk too much about France. I kind of went in on Piece of Shit Doom, and then just sort of like went back onto slower songs. France is Still is a fucking great song. I think the potential here, in my notes here, I've got potential here is the early level of promise. Excuse me, that I think this has, and this band could potentially achieve, is up there. Excuse me, I'm dying again. It is up there with like the Creeper and the While She Sleeps level of, like when Creeper first started releasing those EPs. I got into them at the Callous Heart EP when it had Honeymoon. Like the buzz around the band then, and then the follow-up EP, the Stranger EP, and then what never became Eternity in Your Arms. But that just, I can't think of the word. That upward trajectory of just like it's getting good, it's getting great, it's getting fucking awestruck. Same Whilst He Sleeps. I remember getting The North Stands for Nothing free with a copy of Metal Hammer, and everyone was going nuts for it. And then This Is the Six came out, and again everyone went fucking spanners over it. I haven't seen too many people talk about Bony Macaroni, but I do feel like as soon as someone like one of the big heads get wind of this, it could be that like real big pop for them, and the attention on their debut album will be sizable. We'll say sizable. I know I'm looking forward to it. If anything does happen, if it's just a one and done thing, I'll be very very fucked off, if I'm honest. The comparisons for this, if you want to give Bony Macaroni a go, I've kind of compared them to Spanish love songs. The way they have like, particularly in like Stranger Feeling, it's kind of like emotion he's got in his voice that builds up. The more soft side of things, the more like uplifting side of things, I've got the Get Up Kids, and there was a part in the song, I can't remember which one it was now. I think it might have been Doom. I think it might have been Friends. One of them. The opening sounded like a Pure Love song, so I'm going to throw them in there as well. So yeah, if you like Spanish love songs, Get Up Kids, and if you enjoy Pure Love like I did back in the day, rip. Definitely think you should give them a go. Bony Macaroni is the name. It is a self-titled EP. It's only 5-track song. It's like 18, 20 minutes long. Give it a solid old bash because it's fucking great.